Hello, this is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion for Wednesday, November the 18th. Today we're going to read from the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, and we are going to be reading verses 6 through 10. Here's the word of the Lord. But godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap, and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. This is the word of the Lord. Our article today is going to focus on verse 6, but godliness with contentment is great gain. And the author is Stephanie Hendrickson, and the title is kind of a play on words, Keeping Up with Jesus. Stephanie writes, I have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. Despite having the same parents, they are very different individuals. They have different appearances, likes, dislikes, and talents. One thing they do have in common is that none of them came into the world with anything. We had plenty of clothing, baby supplies, and safety equipment because of the generosity of friends and family. But none of my children arrived with anything of their own. We all brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. We can claim ultimately to nothing. Despite the popular phrase in the early 1990s, he who dies with the most toys does not win. He still dies and does not take it with him. Our consumeristic culture pressures us to want more and more. The advent of social media adds to the pressures to keep up with the Joneses. Being content with having what we need is key to avoiding the ruin and destruction brought by the temptation of riches. Without a reliance on Christ, this is difficult. How can you learn to be content in Christ? How can you help to create a culture of reliance on Christ in your home, in your church, and in your community? The hymn is I Am His and He is Mine by George W. Robinson. Things that once were wild alarms cannot disturb my rest, closed in everlasting arms. Psalms chapter 146 verse 9 we read, The Lord watches over the foreigner and sustains the fatherless and the widow, but He frustrates the way of the wicked. And that is your devotion for Wednesday, November the 18th. Have a great day.